Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome actor, comedian, and video game freak, Nelson Diaz.
Read all the pamphlets! How's everybody doing tonight? Well, listen, good evening and welcome to the Activision press conference. And before I go any further, give yourselves a round of applause. Come on. Come on, don't be shy. Because you know what? I know you all have had a long day, but trust me, by the end of tonight, it will all be worth it, okay? Once again, my name is Nelson Diaz, and I will be your host tonight. And let me tell you, I am a huge gaming fan. I have been a gaming fan since the days of Pong. As a matter of fact, I have all 3 major gaming systems. My 360 gamer score is over 45,000, and I have the pleasure of contributing to a video game website and forum. So I'm like a kid in a candy store tonight, and I hope you all are excited as I am for tonight's event. Now, it is an amazing time for Activision and the gaming industry, and for game lovers like myself. Activision tonight has an incredible slate of games to show you, so without further ado, please join me in welcoming the president and CEO of Activision Publishing, Mr. Mike Griffith. Come on!
Well, welcome to the Activision press event. We're really glad to have you here today. You know, this is an old church, and so we started feeling a little bit uneasy about showing some trailers of shooter games, so forth, but we now see that there's a bunch of confessionals along the walls, so I think it's going to be okay. All right, well, I know you've all had a very busy day, and I appreciate you coming together with us today to hear about Activision's game for the coming year. I'm going to give you just a brief overview of how I see the opportunity in front of us this year, and then I'll be followed by a group of very talented developers who will provide details on Activision's games, including Call of Duty World at War, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, James Bond Quantum of Solace, Wolfenstein, and Guitar Hero World Tour. We'll have some exciting game footage to share. There will be some special guests. And then you're all invited to stay for the reception in the garden afterwards. Well, when I first walked out here, I was playing Guitar Hero on tour for 2 reasons. First, to prove that you can really play this game anywhere. And second, to demonstrate how pervasive this franchise is becoming. In fact, this Guitar Hero DS game has sold nearly 10 times what our next best DS title sold in the same amount of time. Guitar Hero's broad audience, expanding platforms, and increased access to providing a new means to bring music into the hands of consumers proves that we're still only scratching the surface of expanding gaming experiences into new dimensions of mainstream entertainment. As evidence of this, consumers have downloaded more than 18 million songs through Guitar Hero, beyond those provided in the game itself. So tonight, you'll see and hear how we're building on that with this year's Guitar Hero World Tour and GH Tunes. In fact, this is a transformational year for both the gaming industry and for Activision. This year, as an industry, we expect to see continued strong growth of hardware fueled by increased availability and expanded retail shelf sets, current price reductions from a year ago, and further appreciation of the well-differentiated feature sets among all the major platforms. Well, these dynamics are broadening demographics and providing a stronger platform for games to be mainstream social and entertainment experiences. This year is also a transformational time for our company, Activision Blizzard. Between the strong organic growth Activision has experienced in the past 12 to 18 months and the addition of Blizzard Entertainment, Activision Blizzard is about 3 times larger than Activision was just a year ago. Well, Business Week called the merger one of the biggest gaming stories of 2007, if not the decade. Well, that's certainly how we feel. Activision Blizzard creates the world's most profitable pure-play video game publisher with some of the most popular titles in the industry. We're now much more geographically balanced, with enhanced corporate capabilities in Asia, complementing our historic strength in North America and Europe. We have a much more balanced portfolio secured by proven, fully owned franchises, complemented by robust long-term licenses covering a broad number of important genres. We have games that appeal to hardcore gamers and games that appeal to traditional mass audiences, and games which are stretching the boundaries of gaming as mainstream entertainment. For example, in the past year, we've nearly doubled the number of consumers who will play Call of Duty. We've more than quadrupled the number of Guitar Hero players. And we're delighted by the number of new Kung Fu Panda fans that we're building right now. Last year's success of Transformers established new expectations for future installments, and we're about to break new ground for James Bond with the very first Bond movie game released concurrently with a Bond movie. So in short, our unique culture and strategy of embracing our autonomous studio model is working to deliver our best and most creative games yet. So let's talk about our new games. I'll begin with a game titled Singularity. This morning, we sent out a press release announcing this new wholly owned intellectual property. We're very excited about this first-person action game developed by Raven Software that takes the premise of controlling time to a new dimension not seen in gaming before. Singularity pits shooter and sci-fi fans against a devastating fracture in time. And the concept and game prototype have tested extremely well, and we're excited about bringing this one to market. So let's take a brief look at the trailer.
This may be the last time my voice is heard. I told them it was unsafe. And highly unstable. They wouldn't listen.
Well, next, I'm going to talk about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, Fusion, developed by Vicarious Visions. This is the sequel to the original bestseller Marvel Ultimate Alliance RPG game and features 24 superheroes, including Spider-Man, Captain America, and the Hulk, as well as such villains as Venom, Green Goblin, crushing and battling their way to victory using the new Fusion feature that allows players to share powers in order to create new and customized superhero combinations. Let's take a look at this trailer. Okay, well, as you know, superheroes come in all shapes, sizes, life forms, and with varying lengths of sideburns. No other superhero makes sideburns look as good as the hero of X-Men Origins, Wolverine, developed by Raven Software. This new game extends our long-standing, strong partnership with Fox Studios and Marvel, and we couldn't be more thrilled. X-Men Origins Wolverine is based on the upcoming Wolverine film starring Hugh Jackman, whose likeness is in the game and is an extension of the immensely successful X-Men movie franchise. In the comics, Wolverine is well known for saying, "I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice." And that kind of sums up Wolverine in this game as well. Another exciting partnership Activision has is with Hasbro. And I'm pleased to announce we've extended this relationship with Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, developed by Luxaflux. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen is the sequel to one of 2007's best-selling games, Transformers: The Game, and is another piece of the Transformers franchise that includes 2007's blockbuster film, which delivered over $700 million in box office revenue worldwide. The film's sequel is currently in production, with Michael Bay once again slated to direct. We're confident that all the games I've discussed and the others you're about to learn more about, Call of Duty World at War, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, James Bond Quantum of Solace, Wolfenstein, and Guitar Hero World Tour, will deliver new levels of entertainment and excitement around the world. So thank you once again for joining us tonight, and I'll now turn it over to Nelson Diaz, who will guide you again through a review of these games, and I look forward to seeing you at the reception afterwards. Thank you.